pretty sure they're all in that tree. That's a lot of birdies in that tree. So I popped out to the centre, picked up a little more than I intended, which is probably going to be pretty short for a few days. Hopefully that won't matter too much. I saw a really nice car, Camaro. Not one that I've seen before. I mean, I suppose I'm used to the stuff you see online, you know, or in the movies. So yeah, I'm just heading home with my bag of goodies. I'm going to be passing the house where she has all the bunny rabbits outside, so we'll get a look inside there. But yeah, I've managed to get most of what I wanted done, and I achieved finishing off a writing project, which is good. It only took me like, what, a few months to do it. Mitsubishi Galant. It's a sweet looking ride. Well looked after. Definitely well looked after. Starting to feel tired now. You know, I mean, I've been up since sort of like what? I mean, unofficially since 3:30 this morning. Technically, because I kept on tossing and turning and whatnot, I was up a lot earlier than that. It's about 10 to 6 at night at the moment. I've got to have some dinner in a bit, and funnily enough, there's actually a bird singing outside somewhere. But yeah, I've managed to get pretty much everything that I needed to do done, and also enjoyed watching a DVD, or rather a couple of DVDs of Dragons, Riders of Berk. It's been quite a while since I've watched those, because I've been kind of stuck on watching Race to the Edge for a while. Let's put it this way: I've watched all of these episodes so many times. I mean, today it was a case of I'd be watching a particular episode, and I could pretty much go, you know, word for word, line for line, what the characters were saying. I mean, how I remember all this stuff, I don't know. It's like me and song lyrics. I don't know how the heck I remember song lyrics. I really don't. I mean, there's who knows how many songs, you know, that I listen to, and most of them, especially the ones that I can understand, because sometimes you get songs where you can't really 100% understand the lyrics because perhaps the way it's being sung, it just doesn't make a terrific lot of sense. But yeah, there's just so many of them that I know the lyrics to. You know, it's just I wish I could figure a way. I have this knack of, like, when I watch, you know, like, for example, any of the How to Train Your Dragon stuff. Whenever I watch that kind of stuff, you know, the more I watch it, the more I kind of pick out sort of mistakes that have been made, as well as, I mean, not just visual mistakes, but sometimes dialogue mistakes as well. Things that really, you know, they really should have been aware of, but they weren't, and they kind of overlooked it. And you think to yourself, well, hang on a minute, that doesn't quite fit. I mean, I just wish that I could, you know, utilize that particular little skill that I've got and earn a living doing it. I don't know how I would go about that, though. So yeah, I dare say, after my friend John has been later on, I'm most likely going to be straight into bed after that, because yeah, I think I'm starting to reach the running on fumes segment of what happens to me when I stay up for too long. I did talk to my neighbour upstairs earlier. She thanked me for taking her bin out. I mean, I know I don't always take the bin out. It's just I do it when I remember to take mine out. So whenever I take mine out, I automatically take hers as well. And you know, she was worried that, you know, when her baby woke up in the middle of the night, she was worried that his powerful lungs would have been waking me up or disturbing me. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I've only ever heard the little one twice, and that was it. You know, I mean, you know, he was born a few months ago, and I've only heard him twice in that whole time. So, but no, I mean, you know, I like to be helpful. I mean, the people that lived up there before, they weren't the type to appreciate, you know, when you be helpful like that, when you sort of, you know, you take their bin out for them, or you bring it back for them, or whatever. You know, they just you know, they weren't the best kind of neighbours. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it for today. Yeah, I did manage to put my sketch away without smudging it, which was good. Because previously, when I've tried to put my sketches away, they've you know, the pencil's actually smudged. Excuse me. And that is proof of just how tired I am. But yeah, I'm most likely I will head for bed later after my friend has been, and I will just like that, and I'll be gone. I really will. So yeah, as I've said before, you know, if there's anything in particular that you want to hear about, you know, anything you want to request or ask me or anything like that, stick it in the comments, and I will do what I can to make it happen. Later.